But one time I remember being called on the carpet by Superintendent Hubbard. Had to do with a bus trip at night. I don't remember at all what the occasion was, and I wasn't asked to come out and take part in night activities very often because I was taking classes in the evening. But for some reason, I was asked to supervise a group of students on a bus trip. I suppose it was to a ball game, a tournament, or something. I don't really remember what the occasion was. But it was a mixed group, boys and girls, high schoolers. And I didn't expect any trouble. There just wasn't much misbehavior in that school, at least that I was aware of. So, went out there, the party gathered at the school, got on the school bus, I got on, there's a seat empty at the front of the bus, I took the seat. And the trip over, and we weren't going a long way, even if they'd gone to the school furthest away that they played, I don't think you'd have gone 50 miles. So, the trip over was in the daylight, evening, twilight, and I listened to the kids and looked around from time to time, and no problem at all. Well, of course, when the event was over and we're headed home, like a dummy, I get on and I sit in the same seat. And we don't go very far. I mean, the chit-chat dropped off to almost nothing, and I think, hey, that's neat. These kids are kicking back and resting. Dumb, but that's what I thought. And, my ears weren't telling me anything, and if I turn around and look, everything seemed very quiet. Well, a day or two later, Mr. Hubbard drops by the classroom and says, before you leave, stop by the office. And I thought he looked a little serious. I wondered, what the heck is that about? Anyway, I go by and I find out what it's about right away. He said, we've had some complaints about behavior on that bus trip that you supervised. What was going on? Well, I didn't think anything went on. Well, he said some parents definitely think something went on. He said, I've had 2 or 3 of them matter in hops and want to know who was that sponsor and where was he? So I said, well, gee, and he said, well, what did you do? So I told him. He said, quiet isn't a good sign at all on a school bus if you're sitting at the front and not paying any attention to what's going on at night. He said, you're going to supervise buses. If there's 2 supervisors, one of you sits back in the front part, back 4, according to how big the bus is, but sets back a few rows towards the front, and the other one gets clear to the back. And if there's only one of you supervising, you get the back and you stay at the back, except every once in a while you make a little pass up and down the aisle. He said, particularly night trips, he said, that puts a lot of temptation in front of kids. For horseplay and little necking and so on, the parents don't want going on. You got it? Yes, sir, I got it. And I'm going to tell you right now, for the rest of my career, if I was in a bus, I remembered what Mr. Hubbard said, and I won't say that we didn't still have some problems sometimes on a bus. Kids can be real sneaky if they want to be. Human beings can be real sneaky if they want to be. But Mr. Hubbard certainly gave me a polite dressing down and a good, strong course of 101 bus supervision. Get to the back of the bus. If there's 2 of you, one of you halfway towards the middle, and the other one clear to the back. Yes, sir.